At my little sister's soccer championship, a woman in the bleachers shot to her feet and screamed, "That's my daughter! Somebody stop her!" She was pointing straight at Maya. Maya's 8. She'd just chased down a loose ball near midfield, pink cleats and a ponytail flying, completely lost in the game. She didn't hear any of it, but everyone else did. The parents around us went quiet and turned, first toward the woman, then toward the little girl she was pointing at, then toward my mom, who had gone white. All the color just drained out of her face in about 2 seconds. "That's Maya. That's my baby. Someone get her," the woman shouted, climbing down the bleachers with her phone out, filming. My mom's hand closed around my wrist so hard it hurt. She stood without a word and moved fast down the aisle toward the field. I followed, because I didn't know what else to do. Mom reached the sideline, said something quick to the coach, and pulled Maya off the field mid-play. Maya looked up, confused and a little embarrassed, as Mom took her hand and started walking her toward the parking lot. The woman was coming after us now, half running, screaming so the whole field could hear. "Stop her! She took my daughter! Somebody call the police!" We moved through the crowd of parents and kids. Mom was almost running, gripping Maya's hand. Maya started to cry, asking why we were leaving, what she did wrong. "Nothing, baby. You did nothing. We just have to go right now." Mom's voice was shaking in a way I had never heard from her, and that scared me more than the woman did. We got to the car and Mom's hands were trembling so badly she dropped the keys twice. I grabbed them and unlocked it. That's when the woman caught up. She was crying, out of breath. "I know who she is. Her name is Maya. I have pictures of her from when she was 2 years old. You know I'm telling the truth." She planted herself near the car door. "Call the police, please. They'll see. She's mine." And for one horrible second, I doubted my own mother. The woman knew Maya's name. She had photos on her phone. A smaller Maya, a toddler Maya, in a house I didn't recognize. My mind was racing. Was there something I didn't know? Mom pushed Maya and me into the back seat and locked the doors. The woman started knocking on the window, sobbing, "Give her back, please." I raised her. Other parents were spilling into the parking lot now. A few were filming. 2 dads came over, looking between the crying woman and my lockdown mother, not sure who needed help. Mom pulled out her phone and stepped just outside the car. "Stay with your sister. Lock it behind me." Through the glass, I watched her call the police, then hold her phone up to show the 2 dads something. The woman was shoving her own phone at them, photos and what looked like papers from her bag. Both women were crying now. The police came in under 10 minutes. 2 officers split them apart and started asking questions. One walked to our car and asked me to crack the window. "You okay? That's your little sister?" I nodded, holding Maya, who had cried herself quiet. "Sit tight. We'll sort this out." I watched Mom show the officers something on her phone, scrolling and scrolling. The woman was still going, waving her photos, her papers. After about 15 minutes of talking and radio calls, one officer walked back to the woman and put her in handcuffs. She dropped to her knees on the asphalt, sobbing, as they walked her to the patrol car. Mom came back looking wrung out, her eyes red. "Is she Maya's real mom?" I asked. Mom shook her head. "No, sweetheart. I'm Maya's mom. I've always been her mom." She told me the rest on the drive home, Maya asleep against my shoulder. 6 years ago, when I was too young to really understand it, Mom was in a car accident and spent almost 4 months in the hospital, half of it in a coma. There was no other family who could take Maya, so the state placed her with a licensed foster caregiver, that woman. When Mom recovered, she fought for over a year to get Maya back, and she did, legally, fully, permanently. But the woman never accepted it. She'd been showing up for years, schools, parks, once outside our house, always in violation of a standing court order to stay away. Mom had learned to keep the custody paperwork on her phone, ready, just in case a day like today ever came. They arrested her for violating that order. My mom didn't take my sister. She almost lost her, and she brought her home.